Hi Earthy people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gerard, Witch of Earth's Curious Goods. And for those of you that want to do a spell that is very potent, keep on watching. I know there's a lot of retrogrades going on, and if you work with moon magic, I wanted to get this video out before the blue moon for this month happens. So if you do work with moon magic, this is a wonderful spell to try. If you don't, that's perfectly fine too. This is still a very effective spell. But I wanted it to be simple. I wanted it to also be easy, but very potent. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so we're gonna need a few things, not a lot. You feel free to omit some of the things if you don't have it. I want you to make the magic your own. That's what makes magic very strong and personal, in my opinion, is by adding your personal touch to it, following your intuition, following your own wisdom and experience. By all means, do that. Always document your results, of course, so that way you can always return to it. I highly recommend it. But anyway, so I'm going to bring you guys in a little bit closer so that you can kind of see the table and some of the things that you'll need. So it's going to be hand puppet time. Okay, so some of the things that we're going to need is you're going to need a tea light, right? A real simple tea light. You can get this from online, your local retail stores, but you're definitely going to need a tea light. If you wanted to add a personal touch to it, me personally, I'm using white because I'm going to be working with moon energy. White is also connected to moon energy, so I wanted to do that. But of course, use whatever resonates with you. So if blue works with you, silver is another big one that a lot of people will use to relate to the moon. So make the magic your own, of course. But if you look carefully, it's metal, so kind of silver, white. So votive candle. From the dollar store, I got this little tea light warmer. So if you have a local dollar store to your Dollar Tree, I would recommend getting one of these. If not, use what you have handy or whatever retail store is near you. You can get it also online, but real simple. Today we're going to be using star anise, very powerful herb to use. If you've seen my previous videos or my shorts, you'll know what I think about star anise. We're going to be using some rose water. Rose water attracts, great for love, also good energy, good for cleansing, so rose water. We're going to be using moon water. You can also use sun water if so be, but I'm going to be doing this to connect with the blue moon that's happening for this month, so moon water definitely being used. You're going to need a dry erase marker. Non-toxic is going to be preferred. I don't know if you guys could see that, but it has listed on here non-toxic, so highly recommend that. I'm going to be using my Crown of Success oil. For my essential oil, I'm going to be using ylang ylang. This essential oil is very good at bringing good energy, great for cleansing, adds a little touch to the spell. And I'm just going to be using some sea salt. Sea salt, of course, is known for cleansing, great for banishing, especially things like this. Salt is good for purifying, cleansing, banishing. I use salt a lot. Okay, so really simple. Let me move these things out the way. We're going to start with this. You're going to do your regular cleansing. So if you smoke cleanse or sound cleanse, you always want to do that before prior any kind of spell work. In my opinion, it helps, just gives that extra addition to your magic. It helps lighten up the area and kind of prepares it for magic. So I would recommend purifying all your stuff. I've done that prior to this video, so super, super cool. Now, this is where your dry erase marker comes in, okay? You're going to draw a symbol on here that you want to manifest, that you want to draw in. So for instance, if I wanted to do abundance and energy, healing, I might want to do a sun symbol, okay? And this is where the dry erase marker comes in, because if you can redo the spell, notice how I can just erase it. So if maybe I change my mind, I don't want to do that. Maybe I want to draw in love, so maybe I'll do the symbol for Venus. But then again, maybe you'll change your mind, so you'll change it out. So for me in particular, I am going to be drawing the pentacle. The pentacle helps manifest. It draws things on this plane of existence. I connect personally with the pentacle for magic, manifestation, abundance, prosperity, unification. So that's the only reason why I'm using the pentacle today. But of course, you're going to use whatever symbol that you want to manifest today. You want your magic to draw in. And this will all make sense in just a second. Okay, so now that you have your symbol drawn, you're just going to place your hand over this, and you're just going to say this spell 3 times. Let the symbol that I draw within manifest, attract herein. Let the symbol that I draw within manifest, attract herein. Let the symbol that I draw within manifest, attract herein. If you notice, I did put my dominant hand, the hand that I write with, over it. And then I did put my receptive hand on the bottom. So I kind of held it like this. You can follow this. I've just found that this always works well for me doing it this way, but you can omit it. If you are ambidextrous, you could use whatever hand. You know, if it's your left hand, then I put it on the bottom. You could just use one hand, use both hands. Work with what you want, okay? So make the magic your own. I just know that this is the method that worked for me. This is what I documented. So I just repeat it like this. Feel free to do the same. See how it works out for you. Okay, now we're just going to add our ingredients. We're going to add our moon water. We're going to add our rose water. Okay, we're going to do a few drops of Crown of Success oil. We're going to also add in some salt. We're going to add some star anise to this. I wish you guys could smell this mixture already. It already smells divine. But adding some star anise, I'm going to add 3. 3 is a symbol that really connects with me. All right, so you have a little mixture. Hope you guys can see that. Okay. Now all you're going to do is you're going to take your tea light. You're going to pull the tea light gently out of its container. So you should have 2 pieces like this. Okay. And that same symbol that you drew here, you're going to also draw there using your dry erase. Okay. So I'm just going to do another pentacle. Okay. Now, if you have moon water, if you're using that, you're also going to put a few drops of moon water. Perfect. Not too much because we're going to put this candle back in. So there we go. We'll place that back inside. If you don't have moon water, then you can just put like a drop or 2 of like Crown of Success. If you have Van oil, whatever you want to do. Now, the only thing about this spell, stay away from alcohols. If there's alcohol in your let's just say it's a spray that you want to use or whatever liquid that you're using. If it's alcohol based, don't use it, okay? Because alcohol is flammable, okay? This is an open flame. This is heat, and we don't want a fire. We don't want explosions. So everything that I'm using here does not contain alcohol at all, okay? And then all you're going to do is place your tea light inside, and you're going to light it. And that's it. With this spell, it's going to draw on the energies. It's going to manifest whatever symbol that you did use, whatever intention that you did put into it. So if it's the sign of Venus, it's going to draw on love. If it's the sun symbol for prosperity, maybe it's a money symbol for money. If it is, maybe it is unblocking. So maybe it's a road with a cutting symbol through it. Whatever resonated with you, whatever symbol that you did use, this mixture, as it simmers, it's going to draw in those energies. Now, for me, as we get closer to the blue moon, I am going to keep lighting this and let this mixture go ahead and simmer and bring in more of that energy, draw into that energy. If my liquid starts to go down, I'm just going to add more to it. Some more moon water, add a little bit more rose water. You can even add more of the ylang-ylang oil. I totally forgot to add that in there, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, that just added more to it. So, and feel free to use whatever essential oil that you do want to use. I only used a few drops, so if you have spearmint or peppermint, if you have patchouli is a good one, if you have lavender, rosemary, all of those are all good essential oils, whatever resonates with you. Like I said, I used a ylang-ylang, and that just adds, not only with the smell, I love the actual aromatherapy of this, the smell of it, but that energy that it's drawing into it. Especially mixing the ylang-ylang with the star anise, great mixture, great fall mixture as well, hint hint. So if you want something that smells good for the fall, highly recommend. Well, I hope you liked today's video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new around here, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you taking the time out to watch this video. Hope it serves you well. As always, stay earthy, stay magical, and don't forget, love yourself and others. Bye for now.